The following program contains explicit candor. If you suffer from self-deception, Randall may not be right for you. Check with your political advisor.
Proclaiming the truth in the highways and byways of the world. Fighting for justice in the dark alleys of politics. Raising the voice of resistance to a fevered pitch. And he knows where to find the best and worst jail food in America. Randall Terry.
What are you guys doing here? We're on the road. Come on, let's go.
You made it. You're here on the road. Oh, what a weekend. But what a week we're going to have. We're in front of Mitch McConnell's office in Louisville, Kentucky. We now will proceed to go to 11 different offices of Mitch McConnell, Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, the senators from Tennessee. It's going to be a wild week. I hope that you can join us for the entire week. We've got people here with us, one from Illinois, two from Ohio, the team that travels on the road. We're here to stir up trouble against Elena Kagan. I'm going to take a quick break. Actually, I'm going to let my good friend Joey the Hammer give you an update on what he thinks of this whole Elena Kagan mess. In today's program, we'll talk a little bit about what's happening in Pakistan, and I hope to use this show to instruct you on what you could do in your community. Because boy, oh boy, there is an awesome wide open window here, because the people who are supposed to be the professionals, you know, the heroes for the pro-life movement, they don't know what they're doing. They're a little bit too sophisticated to sully their hands with this type of activity. So here's your chance at the big leagues. I'll be right back. Take it away, Joey.
Well, they gave me a weekend furlough. I'm about done, but I thought I would stop by the courthouse here where Mitch has an office in Louisville, Kentucky. Talk to the staff and say, look, you've got to get your boss to filibuster Elena Kagan. She is not fit for the Supreme Court. Hell, I would not even take her as a public defender if she could help me in a case. The woman is useless. And you, by the way, you need to shut up and get away from me, because if you don't, I'm going to kill you. And then I'm going to eat you slow roasted. Are you not listening to me? Maron, I kill people like him. That's why I go to jail. Get out.
Welcome to the program, friend. Oh my goodness, what a weekend we had. We're in Louisville, Kentucky, finally. We left Washington, D.C. on Friday with 2 RVs, a minivan, 4 children, 6 adults, and a dog named Molly to go on an 11-city, 13 office tour. And right off the bat, one of our RVs died. First the generator went, one of the air conditioning units, then the motor itself, kaput. So before we even go into the content of today's show, we put together a little video odyssey of the insanity of our weekend. Hope you enjoy it. I'll be right back. So there's Interstate 81, where we broke down. We crawled in here to Bo's Fat Belly or Belly Store, whatever it is. Across the street there is where we got the RV diagnosed properly. And over there, I think that's the Cumberland Gap. That's a really famous mountain range over there. So we're gonna have a fun day. It's gonna be quite a trip. See that sun over my shoulder there, baby? We're dying. We're dying. We need water. I'm not making this up. I can't even spit. My mouth is so dry.
All right. I just want to thank my friends at Bull's Belly Barn here for a good cup of coffee. And up there in the hills there, I was about to shoot my 30-aught, you know, whatever they call that thing. I got the time to do that now. See?
You do.
I got the time.
Down. The Millennium Falcon here broke down. It's got to be towed. We've been waiting for AAA better part of 12 hours. I want you to see the name of this place. This is Bo's Belly Barn. I am not making that up. Now, I'm not sure if that means they sell bellies or if they sell the belly swellers to make your belly larger.
They can make it big.
And we have a broken bell here. Give me that belt. Little rough. No water pump. Maybe no air pump. Help us. Starting to fatigue.
They're about to shoot us. Come get us, quick.
I'm tight enough as it is.
Help us, viewers. You're our only hope.
Hey, is this AAA? All right, well, now you're interrupting my TV show. Besides, are you guys ever going to come here? What's going on? So basically what you're telling me is we're going to be here for a while and we should take out stock in the Belly Express? All right. Even Andrew, the cameraman, the camera director. Give me that camera. Let me show everyone what you look like. He's got the look. Give me the camera. He's got the look. He's got the feel. Oh, yeah.
There he is.
You want to say anything, Andrew?
Yes, SpongeBob and Captain America came by this morning. They said everything's been okay.
She's a good old boy.
Come on.
She's been a good old boy. Well, she's been, you know.
The good news is AAA is here. Yeah, AAA. All right, let's go. Come on. I don't know what we're gonna do. Well, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Okay,
The thing's broken.
What? I don't know. You went.
They're here.
Hey guys, got some bad news.
What's that?
It's gonna cost a fortune to get this thing fixed.
What?
Man, come on, help us
No,
out.
no.
I got a deal for you.
Tell me.
How about $100,000 in your unit for this coach?
$100,000? I don't have that kind of money. Wait. I got a counter offer. Come here. The kid and the dog and my coach, we're good. You're talking about this unit right here, right?
This unit right here.
All right.
I tell you what. I'll take the kid, the dog, this guy right here,
Okay.
and the gray-haired guy.
What? Whoa. I need Ed.
Oh, yeah,
That's on
no,
my
no,
show.
no.
Him, he could go. All right, we gotta go. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, can we stay here for a couple days? Because
Yeah.
this ain't gonna run.
No problem.
All right, thanks. Sorry.
What's not gonna run?
This is not gonna run. So,
Well,
I want to do it.
What do you think, boss?
oh man, I tell you. Well, you guys just worked me down to nothing. I tell you what. How about your unit? 10 grand for this one.
This unit and 10 grand for that?
Yeah.
Done, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We need the money. Send us the money.
Send the money!
Please. All right. This was a great and kind and gracious deal given to us by Camping World in Roanoke, Virginia. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Hope to have lots of customers just like you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Hey man, check this out. This dude has been in jail more times than I have.
You believe this guy?
Well, we got him good on RV, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, luxury. That's what I'm talking about. It's a high class, beautiful trip where you're thinking, man, this is like a vacation. I want to travel around with Randall and his team. We have room for you. Join us in one of the cities that we're going to. All right, I've got to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk to you about what you can do in your own community, all right? And how maybe, I know it's a long shot, but maybe, if we focus on enough of the elements of Elena Kagan that basically frighten every God-fearing, freedom-loving person in the country, if we focus on them, we could put just a little bit of heat underneath those Republicans so that we could see her filibustered and kept off the court. I'll be back. Don't go away.
I remember when Randall and I listened to Teddy Roosevelt's Whistle Stop campaign on the Bull Moose ticket. He didn't buy his arguments then, and he hasn't changed a bit since.
Moments with Moses. I will devastate the land, so that your enemies who settle in it shall be astonished at it.
Nice. Welcome back to the program, friend. We are here in Louisville, Kentucky. It's already a hot one. Today, we're going to be going from Louisville to Lexington and to Fort Wright, which is just outside of Cincinnati. All of these protest demonstrations will be in front of Mitch McConnell's offices. But in order to edit the program, we're only going to be able to shoot footage here today. We'll get some footage of the other stuff that we do. If there's anything that's interesting that we want you to see, don't worry. We'll have it on tomorrow's broadcast. One quick thing. Tell your friends to watch TerryCast if they don't have it in their city. And the second quick thing is, hello, Dallas. Yeah, we're on in Dallas now. So that puts us up to 7 markets, growing one station at a time with a mission to afflict the comfortable and to comfort the afflicted. All right. This whole week, we will be holding senators' feet to the fire who say that they're pro-life, they want to overturn Roe, they want to restore the protection of law to unborn babies, but when push comes to shove, in critical moments, in critical battles, they don't fight. Where I come from, that's called hypocrisy, it's called duplicity, it's called cowardice. Now, couple that treachery and cowardice of our U.S. senators who say they're pro-life with the fear and the arrogance and the talk a good game, fight like cowards leadership, I say that in quotes, of so many right-to-life groups, pro-family groups. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some good ones out there, there really are, but a lot of them are not worth the paper that their letterhead is printed on. I'm joined now by a part of the lunatic fringe. We'll call him David, since that's his name. Where'd you come from, David?
Cincinnati.
Why are you here?
I'm here to hold politicians accountable for the pro-life platforms that they ran on. I'm here to tell Mitch McConnell to filibuster Elena Kagan.
Now, did you take a day off to do this?
Yeah, I took a vacation day. This is
sacrifice.
This is a little bit more important than work. There's babies dying right now. Mitch McConnell, filibuster Kagan.
You're married. You have a baby. Is your wife supportive of you being here?
She is. She's at home taking care of Lucy right now, so that I can be here. Otherwise, she'd be here with me.
Nice. When did you start going in front of abortion mills?
About 5 years ago, and you just need to do what's right and not be afraid.
Have you ever gone out when you were afraid?
Yeah. I didn't know what I was doing when I first started. People were telling me that this had nothing to do with me, it didn't apply to me, and I'm here to stand up for the babies. This applies to everybody.
All right. By the way, I put him on the spot. He didn't know I was going to do this, so you did a good job. You want a TV show, dude?
Sure. Sign me up.
When David came into the camp and saw Goliath taunting the armies of Israel, he wasn't the one that should have been fighting. Where was King Saul afraid? Where were all those guys that had the armor, the swords, the spears? They were afraid. They wouldn't fight. Our mission is to do the impossible, to follow the role of David. Sometimes God's just looking for a David, some insane young person who will pick up a stone and say, I'll go fight that giant. Who do you think you are, Mr. Giant? You don't mean nothing to me. I ain't afraid of you. Talking trash against the Lord our God. I'm going to give your body to the birds of the air and they're going to eat you today. Listen, the first time that I stood in front of an abortion mill, the first time I stood in front of a camera, I was scared spitless. I couldn't spit. I had such bad cotton mouth. So the issue is not, are you afraid? The issue is not, have you been trained for the job? The issue is, what's the right thing to do? And the right thing to do in this situation is hold Mitch McConnell accountable. Call his office, 202-224-3121. As for Mitch McConnell's office, 202-224-3121. And say, Senate Minority Leader, you ran as a pro-lifer. The pro-life, or rather the Republican Party has a pro-life plank in its platform. Well, it's time to honor the rhetoric, sir. Be courageous for the babies when it counts, not just when you're flapping your jaw on some Sunday morning talk show. I gotta take another break. I don't even know why. When we come back, More encouragement to you. And by the way, you might be saying, oh, I don't really know what to do. I've never done this before. Go to terrycast.com. You got that? terrycast.com. And click on orders. All right, orders. We're not ordering something. They're marching orders, okay? So go to terrycast.com, click on marching orders or orders, and it'll explain to you step by step what to do. Thank you. I love you too. It'll explain to you step by step what to do, and you can do it. I'll tell you about some friends who did it in Dallas this past weekend. Don't go away, I'll be right back.
The good news is AAA is here. Yeah, AAA.
What is the use of living, if it be not to strive for noble causes and to make this muddled world a better place to live after we are gone? Sir Winston Churchill.
Welcome back to the show, friends. Let's do some activism training in motion, all right? Live fire. I'm being interviewed right now by Joe, who works for the Courier-Journal, the Louisville newspaper. Joe, good to see you again, man.
Nice to meet you.
All right, good. Take it away.
Well, I mean, obviously you're out here arguing in favor of filibuster of Kagan. Why is this so important?
The reason this is so important to us is because the Republican Party and most of her candidates have come to power and remained in power, promising us that they were pro-life, that they wanted to overturn Roe versus Wade, that the pro-life, or that the Republican Party was pro-life in its platform, that it wanted to restore the protection of law to unborn babies. And so here is, in my opinion, the biggest fight that's happening on the horizon right now. You've got a woman who is committed to sustaining Roe, and yet they don't filibuster her. Why is that? I think they're afraid of Olympia Snowe jumping ship up there in Maine. I think that they maybe are afraid of Scott Brown jumping ship in Massachusetts. And so they don't have party discipline. They don't have loyalty from the senators that are within the party.
Don't elections matter?
Yes, they do. Mitch McConnell's election matters. Jeff Sessions' election matters. The Senate has a constitutional duty to safeguard the court from people that are not fit to serve. And Elena Kagan is not fit to serve. As a college professor, she's never sat on a bench. She's never tried a case before a jury because she talks well. She's been a college professor. I mean, think about it. She talks well. She's very articulate. I'll grant her that. That does not make somebody fit to be on the Supreme Court. Otherwise, you could have Conan O'Brien on the Supreme Court. He's articulate and funny. If the people who are in favor of life and liberty and limited government would just band together. I mean, think about all the stuff that's emerged. She's hostile to pamphleteering. She's hostile to the U.S. military. She is in favor of special rights for homosexuals. She wants to kill children. She would not say that our Second Amendment right was fundamental. She is going to be there for 20 or 25 years, God help us, and rule in ways that try and remake American self-government into a judicial oligarchy. So there you go. He's a journalist, he's a human being, he's here to do a job. I don't know how the story's gonna come out, but guess what? Mitch McConnell might not read his emails, but he reads the newspaper. And that's the whole thing. Let's get to these politicians by getting to the media that they so dread. They hate bad press. They live and die based upon whether or not they get good press, good reviews. Do people like them? So there's their spot. You want them to see the light? Make them feel some heat. I'm gonna take a break, I'll be right back.
Because he cleaves to me in love, I will deliver him. I will protect him because he knows my name. When he calls to me, I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble and will rescue him and honor him. With long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation.
Thomas Jefferson said, "An association of men who will not quarrel with one another is a thing which never yet existed. From the greatest confederacy of nations down to a town meeting or of vestry. You know, vestry is the people that would rule a church. So Thomas Jefferson said, look, quarreling is a part of human associations. We're going to quarrel. The only issue is, are you quarreling for justice? Are you quarreling for the lives of the innocent? Are you quarreling for life and liberty? Mitch McConnell, hello, quarrel. I'll see you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. We're on the road again.